You know, the U.S. Surgeon General is pushing for a warning label on social media platforms, advising parents that using them might damage teens' mental health.
So a 2023 Gallup survey found that teens spend an average of 4.8 hours, that's almost 5 hours, every single day on social media. The average American spends a little under 2.5 hours on social media daily. Dr. Karen Ryan is with Nystrom & Associates. She's here to talk about the harms of social media. Dr. Ryan, always good to have you on.
Nice to see you.
We were talking about the addictiveness. Let's kind of start with that of social media. Why is it so addictive for people?
Why is it? So when we look at social media and we're taking in that information, our brains release dopamine, which is like a pleasure kind of principle of our brain. So it's a neurotransmitter that's related that like makes us kind of feel good. Same sort of thing that's released with like gambling or kind of certain addictions. And so this dopamine is released as we scroll. And so there's this neurobiological piece that's happening. Then you think socially, right? You want to stay up, you want to see what your friends are doing, you want to be connected. And there can be that pressure to do it. And then there's the algorithms that pull us in and give us content that is what we're seeking.
Right.
And so there's all these things kind of set up that naturally make it addictive, right? So it's nothing we're doing wrong as humans, it's just this is what it does to us.
You know, we're thinking a lot of the time with kids, well, there are some sites that say we're just going to gear it towards kids, YouTube Kids, or, Facebook has a certain kind of age limit on it too. Why are the kids' sites maybe harmful as well as going on, regular social media?
Yeah, so when we think about brain development, teens like 10 to 19 is when your brains are developing so many things. So they're developing your attention span, emotion regulation, your identity, kind of who you are as a person. And so even if they're kids' site, right, they're still AI generated. There's still people doing these perfect poses. It's not a realistic for like body image, right? Also the content goes so fast and it's just constantly seeking that stimulation that has an impact then on our attention spans, right? And then simply the more time we spend on social media, even if it's more innocuous, we're not getting outside, we're not playing, we're not engaging in social activities, we're not doing the things. And so that's when we can see it's harmful, right? So it's everything in moderation, but the more we do it, then the more kind of negative impacts there are in our brain development and then just in our overall functioning, because we're not doing as much if we're on our phones or on our tablets.
I feel like I'm constantly having the conversation with my 12-year-old daughter. You know this isn't real, right?
Yes.
You know that this person took 100 videos and used a filter and this is not real because she's 12 and her brain is in that highly developmental stage. And I think that she kind of forgets. Like, I think when you stop her and say, you get that this isn't legit, she's like, oh yeah. But it's easy to get kind of caught up in that.
Yeah, and you're right, because 46% of teens, when surveyed, say it had a negative impact on their body image. And so what you're doing, Megan, is exactly what I would recommend, having those conversations. So when you start giving kids smartphones or think about social media, having those conversations about what they're gonna experience. And I really like the language of like, when you experience this, like, let me know, let's talk about it. So you assume it's going to happen. So whether that's content that's like feels inappropriate to them or they have somebody reaching out to them that they don't know. So kind of highlighting how those things can happen, and when they happen, let me know and we'll figure it out together, is a helpful piece.
When it comes to addictive qualities in social media, there's a difference obviously between addiction and just using it quite often. What are those differences between using quite often and addiction? And
like, how do you know?
What should parents really look for?
Great question. So what you'll see is a real compulsion to always be checking, and a compulsion to feeling like you have to, and you have to stay on top of things. And so people will be spending, like, you feel like you have to do that, and you experience high anxiety when like you don't have your phone or you're not able to check it, when you're spending more and more time on it, and it's really starting to negatively impact what you're doing. So you aren't doing certain hobbies, you aren't doing certain activities that you used to do. But I really think that piece of anxiety when you can't is a really great kind of test of that. And so all of us kind of have that. I imagine, like, for myself, if I forget my phone, I have a little bit of that. So that can be a helpful piece of like, can we try to set our phone down or not have it for a while, and how does that go? And that'll kind of gauge like, how addicted am I to this, and what sort of thoughts do I have and fears that come up when I don't have my phone.
I feel like summer is a really challenging time for families, right? When kids are in school, they're doing schoolwork for X amount of hours a day, and then between activities at night, the phone, at least in my household, didn't come out as much. But the kids are on it constantly, and I'm like, we need to set the phone down for 1 hour and go for a walk.
Yep.
And the reaction I got from them was like I asked them to sever their right arm.
Yep.
Like they just lost their
Yes.
minds.
Yes.
And so it is setting those parameters and setting those boundaries and recognizing that you're the parent and you have that ability and that right.
That is
Right?
100% accurate. Yes, and so I talked to some of my other therapist cohorts who work a lot with teenagers, and they said that's the number one thing of like expect pushback. Like this is going to be upsetting to your children because of all the things we just talked about, why it's addictive, all the pressures, and then you have to be the parent and the firm one to say, we are not going to bring our phones. I'm like, we're watching this movie, please put your phone down.
Yeah.
No phones at the dinner table. Other really helpful boundaries are like no phones in the bedroom or having downtime. So like my kids, like their phones lock from a certain amount of time, so they can only be on their phones during certain hours or for a certain amount of time can be really helpful. But it's expecting that pushback, and when that anxiety comes, instead of getting mad at them about it, which is like what we tend to want to do, if we can have that understanding of like, ooh, they're having a physiological reaction to this, like helping them kind of through that can be really helpful. But setting those boundaries is really important, and knowing like I have to be the parent because this is addictive, right? And we never give our kids access to other things that are dangerous, just free will. So
Well, it's difficult for us because we didn't grow up with them. And
No.
so it's
Yeah.
hard to know what the limits are, right?
Yeah.
And that's
Yep.
something I think that's really hard for parents too. There's a lot of communicating in my mom's circle
Yeah.
about, well, what does your kid do? What does your
Yeah.
kid do? What have you found that works? When did you
Yep.
allow your kid a smartphone versus just a phone that can dial, or
Yeah.
the watch which can call a few people? I mean,
There's
those
so
are
many
all- it's
decisions
just
to make. Yes.
Navigating uncharted territory.
exactly. And one of the key things I would recommend is taking those breaks, making your kid take certain breaks during the day and making yourself model
Yes.
that, right? So like, can you ride in the car as a passenger and not be on your phone and just looking out the window and setting those kind of time frames really up of like, when are we not going to be on our phones?
And here's the great thing too is that you may feel alone as a parent. A lot of the times as a parent, we're like,
Yeah.
I'm the only one going through this
I'm
situation.
doing it all
I'm
wrong.
doing-"
Everybody
And
else
I'm
has it
failing.
figured out. Yeah.
There's so many resources out
Yeah.
there, and you aren't alone in this whole
Not
situation.
at all. No, not at all. And we're doing a better and better job of like recognizing this. I'm so thankful the Surgeon General put this out, and I feel like we're really going to see this as an area of need. And how I hope there's more and more resources. But exactly, Hutch, like knowing you're not alone and like getting support if you're having trouble, like setting those boundaries for yourself. Because I've got a lot of people that I see who are struggling with their cell phone addiction and games, and so we work on set concrete goals. And so setting those little step-by-step goals can be really helpful.
Well, that's such a great point. We're talking about YouTube because, we're like, YouTube, that's social media, and a lot of us don't even think of that. But even
Yeah.
games, you can
Yes.
talk and chat and comment, and even, simple games that kids can do. It's still a form of social media.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Dr. Ryan, thank you.
Oh,
Really
my
helpful
pleasure.
information. Great to see you.
Nice to see you both.
Nystrom and Associates provides care in the fields of psychiatry, psychology, family therapy, and more. If you are struggling with stress, anxiety, depression, or addiction, reach out to them.